nyanta chwa emre bia am this ka be free Europe akoma ebusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer eye easy eye convenient eye fast and sound so ye free won't ya hwe me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free na fesika komo abusuafo wo Ghana afa na nyina tap send papa no
everybody check now check it the beat is real don't wait make it kill ya get your green select glucometer and check it sugar level check it green select glucometer check it sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se wo benya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo wo so to mfa akosika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosinsa Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bia wo se wo tumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. Or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Another opportunity here for us to do our thing, that is Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. At the moment, whether you like it or not, this is the hottest platform in Ghana. Of course, we are receiving the praises, we're receiving the attacks, and still we are alive, we are not dead. And I want to believe that we are born to do what we have to do here on Sammy Flex TV. Remember, this is called Showbiz Daily. So if it is your first time here, every weekday, 7 p.m. to about 9 p.m. we sit and we discuss some of the most important issues in our showbiz space. Finally, we are gathered here to do it again in our own way, in our own style. And we want you to join us with your comments, join us with your reviews, join us with your shares, and tell the world that, yeah, this is the center of real showbiz. And whilst you are watching, please remember to also subscribe to our channel, because if you want real content in Ghana's showbiz space, this is where you get it. My name is Sammy Flex, and in the middle is man like Roland Amate. He's a blogger, event publicist, talent manager, and on this show he joins us as one of our pandies as well. And then at the extreme end is man like Camidoh Solomon, aka Chemo. He is your digital content strategist, and of course he is also here as one of our pundits, also our online manager for all your online solutions. In Camidoh Solomon has got you. How are you guys celebrating your birthday, Chemo? Let me start with you. Hey, Val's Day, see the busy birthday. Chemo, how are you guys? Chemo, the man who's a gift to Susu, yeah. Chemo, a frame this you on what?
Ever since I met you.
What's the meaning of that? Hey, then I was having shared.
Atamba munyabu.
Jamu, how are you celebrating your birthday? How are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's going well.
Yeah, the Kwaku Kasa.
Bad side. Okay. I think it's going well. Now me expect it be side, but
you were not expecting it.
Yeah. So
men could we even expect anything about it? No, I didn't say anything. Oh, but surprise be and I think it's nice. And yet only film now, share. Hey.
Number one day.
Mom, but the moon. Mom,
but the moon. They can't there.
I tell
you just see TV.
Ah, so. I'm not my TV.
Why are you TV now? But TV so there. Yeah, it's not only this one. I think at times so kind of like nice. Dress I will wear it tomorrow for the show. Wow. And then I make us say,
oh, it's not. Okay. Now I say we are swab. Oh, it's not. Yeah. We share with it. Okay. Special attack. And Obe are done tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. I'll wear it.
I think it makes sense. It makes
sense.
Yeah.
So
wow. Roland, how about you?
Video they be the bunku. Yeah, ademusa. Yeah, demusa.
My main cancer.
They are living money country.
My main cancer. Go, my cancer.
It's been a normal day for me. I am one person that is not so much enthused about occasions, special occasions. To some of us,
no, I think many men.
Yes, to some of us,
unless those highly emotional guys.
I don't make a fuss about this. To some of us, every day is special. If somebody would want to do something special for you, me, I like actually random stuff than occasional days. Okay. Maybe Christmas, New Year, Easter, birthday, what. Those things usually don't move me a bit, but
no, I think it is because of what we do personally. Do you know when it is time for Christmas and those things, and someone wants to treat it special? I ask myself, what is special about it for me? But unfortunately, we only look at our situation, not considering the other guy's situation. That's what I was thinking about. So, okay, to me, every day is Christmas. Every day is Christmas. Every weekend we are.
Like Christmas time, you cry and in the musa.
Until you do a couple now. Yeah.
It is because every day feels normal for us, and with our line of job in the car, it can come any. In fact, day now, man, for celebrating is even our most busiest day. So sometimes it takes us like that, and that is why we probably prefer random days. Like wow, out of the blue, no be a particular surprise. Yes. That is one thing that moves us, but all the same, I think people are enjoying because there are also events even in the space running over, and so far it's looking good.
This year I did not see more of these female celebrities posting photos.
Well, it is. I want to believe it is because so many people don't see the need again. So many people actually are not so moved about some of these days again, unless maybe there are events and occasions that are attached to it, like maybe events and stuff that people would want to patronize or go. Other than that, and also I also want to put part of the blame on, not a blame though, but one of the reasons of the notion being changed to a chocolate day. I think it has also affected the whole fuss about Vows Day and its entirety at a point. And the latter would be our daily economic situations. People would want to consider their economic standings before they take certain decisions. So I think it is like that. Maybe some people have one or twos about it. Others who also have their own reservations, looking at their economic situations, would want to consider that before they make any move. So
because I've been searching online, and unlike previously, when it is Vows Day, you see almost every female celebrity, they go for special photo shoots and stuff, showing flesh and but this time I think I've seen just few. I've seen one from Benedict Agafa. I've seen, I think so far it's Benedict Agafa that I can even say.
So it is understandable because these are Benedict Agafa, Salma Mumin, and all those girls are people who own lingerie fashion designer stuff. Yes, businesses. So to them, it is still in line of whatever they are selling or whatever they do. To them, it is normal. But then, to some people, maybe it is extra cost, so they would want to consider before they even do that.
Oh, I see. Well, we wish you well. I don't know how you are also celebrating your vows day, though. However you are celebrating it, we wish you well. And we pray that what you are doing today is real and genuine.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will just go and do things it's because it's vows day for just doing sake.
Yeah.
And I'm sure don't put any pressure on you. Don't put any pressure, and that's what I want to say. And those days when we were in Coco, when it is Vows Day, you know, people would know Charlie in Jomu. You could hear one for
Oh, Charlie.
But I think now
It has reduced.
Yeah.
They say I'm not one who say, oh, Vows Day in your DSA. I say you're near me. Oh, but now I think now it's on the low.
Yeah, it's on
like those times when you hear Vows Day, I say
condom are short.
as a World Sex Day.
And I think the secondary school people, they
condom are short.
they do more things than the like the grown-ups. Yes. So I think among the students, it's still a big deal. Just that
among the students,
school, yes, I think it's still a big deal. They will do their own things, but when you are a grown-up and there are other responsibilities that you have to take care of, birthday will be the secondary thing to even hit you like that. Yeah. So I think among the students, it will still be a big deal for them. Yeah, okay. A big deal for them, but. Master, what we use school was not a shape. I would say, yeah.
I think I agree. But so far, so good. People are learning. We are being positive about it, and it looks good and it feels good as well. Now, let's go straight. Let's go straight into our very first story for the day. And as we go around, we are sure going to bring all the issues one after the other, so that you guys can be a part of it. Shout outs to Dr. Sass. Okay, so TG Omori is in the news. He is a Nigerian music director, and I want to believe that if you have been following African music industry, then obviously you might have heard of him. And today we are looking at something that he tweeted here on the show. TG Omori tweeted that in due time, music video directors will be getting at least 10% royalties from the streaming income of every music video directed for their moral contribution to the visuals. With this, I can successfully buy my dream island and private jets. And this is what TG Omori is saying, that in due time, music video directors will be getting at least 10% royalties from the streaming income of every music video directed for their moral contribution to the visuals. And he asked that with this, I can successfully buy my dream island and private jets. Then someone called Obi-Wan commented or replied that the problem with the industry is that when you value, that is charging fee, becomes too high. So he wants to say when your value, as your charging fee becomes too high, artists will leave you and look for another dope director that will charge lesser. That director would blow and the shift continues. Listen to the response.
TJ.
Yeah, so he was doing that yes, from DJ T to Clarence Peters to Unlimited LA and now to TJ Omori, and he knows that from TJ Omori we are moving on to the next person.
Yeah.
So that was the response from Obi-Wan, who also says that the problem with the industry is that when your value that is charging fee becomes too high, artists will leave you and look for another dope director that will charge lesser. The director would also blow and the shift continues. Chamo, what do you think about this statement, especially the first one? Yeah, TG Omori, the first one, that in due time, they would have to be taking 10% royalties from artists for the concept they write for their music video.
It's a dream, like this black guy said, Martin Luther King. I have a dream, yes. I think that's what TG Omori is having. Royalty thing is really, really complex. Having royalties there, even for musicians and other stuff. And now going to add videographers, it will be very, very, very difficult and complex thing. The only way that it can happen shouldn't be like the way TG Omori is saying it. It should be part of his negotiation. So if not, it won't happen. the thing is that people are not watching the video because the video is playing. No, it's because of the music that people are watching the video. The video is for the music, or the music is for the video. So you, TJ Omori, you can't just do a video and put it there and people will watch. No, they are watching it because of the music. So why do you want to take royalty from somebody who has done his music? The person will pay you give you one pay of, like, the person will pay you off for your services, and that's all that you get. But if you want more than that, then you negotiate for it. So if you are charging the person, let's say $50,000, then you can say that, okay, I will take $20,000 and then take 10% of revenue that you earn from the video. That's where you get people to talk to you. But you can't charge $50,000 and later you say you want royalty. From where? From what? From the video or from the song? Let's remove the songs out of the video and let's see what the video will do. Nothing. Virtually nothing. Without the song, the video is nothing. So nobody will agree to give you any royalty without your sacrifice or your input, in the sense that you will not charge at what you think you deserve. Then you put yourself in that risky position. If the video is doing well, you make money from it. If it's not doing well, you lose with the person. That's how it will go. So this is not about dreaming to get it one day. No, he should just add it to his negotiation whatever. Yes, and then go for it. And if some musicians think that it's a good deal, they will agree, and then let's see how it will help him to make it in that sense. But if he's just going to take his total money, like you charge them $100,000, they pay you, and you still want royalty, it won't work. It won't work anywhere. So I think he should rather negotiate for such deals. Like, he can work with people and say that, okay, Charlie, this is my input and this is how much I'm supposed to charge you. But no, I will charge for the equipment, the other people that I work for and all that, but I will have some percentage in whatever profit you make from this video. And then you do it like that. Then you are in. But to wait for a royalty somewhere there, it won't happen. Even musicians struggle to get their royalties. How much more videographer who is working for a fee.
Musicians are struggling only in your Ghana.
Oh,
they are not struggling around the world.
Not only in Ghana.
No, but what I mean is not around the world. If you say musicians are struggling, it means everywhere. But the struggle is in your country more. Because
why I said they are struggling is that if you don't push for it, nobody comes and pay you. Even elsewhere. When you don't register, when you don't go for a publisher to chase it for you, you won't get it. That's what I mean by musicians are struggling even to get their royalties, and how much more a videographer you want to take a cut.
But Chima, on the other hand, is it not the same thing the music producers are taking? But the music producers, same way. The musician would come with his lyrics. They play without the lyrics, same way, there is no sense in what he's doing.
That's why they have separated it. I mean, they have performance royalties, they have mechanical royalties, they have publishing royalties. The producer will only be enjoying the publishing royalties, not the mechanical one. When the musician go out there to sell their music, they don't come back and say, you are the producer, take a share. No. If you are a producer, you only get the performance royalty that your association or your publisher will collect on your behalf. And so if your publisher is not even doing that as a producer, you won't get anything.
So is that not the same thing the videographers are also asking?
So
now, just as you are doing for the music producers, now we also produce, or we also create something for you. It is their, more or less, the concepts in the music videos are their intellectual property.
Intellectual property cannot be sold.
So in their case, it doesn't work, because if you take the video out, the music is still there. But in the case of the producer, when you take it out, what happens? It's different. somebody can do a music without a music video. They can do the audio, put it out there without any music video. If they want a music video, it's because they want to project their ideas. They want to project what they have already done, and they need your services for that. And you charge them for that, because if the videographers are going to take royalties for that, what about the makeup artists? What about the lighting guy? What about, like, what happens to them? If any videographer you can make money at all from that, it's supposed to be through their associations that they have and the royalties they get from there. So if you're a videographer, you are like a movie maker. So the movies association, you can be part of it.
But actresses and actors, they have something they call residual.
Yes.
That they also enjoy
exactly.
from the movies they do.
Yes, and even that one, they negotiate for them. When you are signing your contract, you put it in there that after paying me this and that, the residual profit that will come after selling. Maybe the initial contract is you will, after the then you are going to show it in cinemas and make your money. So after cinemas, if you give it to any company to use in other
TV platform,
then I stand a chance to make maybe 2% of it or 5% of it. That's how it is done. So the TJ Omori and his likes can go the same direction. You can tell the people, okay, I'm doing this video for you. Then you specify where you are going to put them. You are going to put it on YouTube. You are going to put it here, there. If you go outside this, wherever you make money, I have 10% or I have 20%. That's how it is done. So if maybe after that, you use the part of my work in a documentary. I didn't do the video for a documentary. So if you put it in a documentary, then I will earn some percentage from the money that you make from the documentary. And that one, you have to negotiate for them. That's why I'm saying that for TJ Omori and his likes, or the videographers in the space, it will be difficult for them to get the royalties that he is looking for. But they can negotiate for something right from the onset. That one, they can do that. But to make it sound, or to do it like the way the musicians, the producers are doing it, it will be difficult. And I feel that no one will like pay attention to such thing.
See, Ro, what is your position on this TJ Omori's call?
That's, I mean, first when I saw the tweet, I'm like, hey, another one in the space. You know, first, let's all be frank. Music producers were not getting royalties.
Even now, they are not getting royalties.
But I mean, no, I want to say first because I wanted to start from somewhere, not in our space. Yes, they were not getting. It was just like a one-time pay of thing. Because I am doing, and probably I am the popular one. You come, you add up, and we go. I pay you all for your service, and that's all. Then gradually, there was an understanding that, okay, the person has contributed, blah, 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 this and that. And now a system of collection was created. So now, to specify which one is the mechanical, which one is the performance, which one is the publishing, which one is the what and that. This is what you deserve, and this is what goes to the other party. Yes, as complex as it would be, there will still be an explanation that will make sense as to what you deserve. Same way what the videographer or the video directors are demanding right now. We would see it as alien, just like when music producers were also negotiating for their royalties at a point, it became alien. It will take a while. For now, it is only TG Omori. Let's say about 20 to 30% of video directors are demanding for this or are sharing this idea now. There would definitely be an opening or a discussion towards it. And there, if we are to go into details with very good explanation, you realize that yes, it is the same as music producers. But then, it cannot be pushed because it is just a few people like TG Omori alone pushing for something like this. So it will be very difficult. The only way out is out of negotiations from the onset. and still people will still see it as alien. Because I tell you, if TJ Omori is charging $50,000 now and says he still wants 10% for his intellectual rights or whatever contribution or moral right that he contributed in the video, and you think he doesn't deserve it or it is alien to you. Let's take Diddy, who produced Burna Boy's album, for example, says, okay, I'm also charging $100,000 per beat or per production. And if I should produce for you, still has some form of royalties in your works. And we see that as fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it is what is in practice. It is what we are practicing in the system now. Now people have grown to understand that, okay, whether you pay him up front or even later, the person still has some form of royalties in there that the person would enjoy.
Yeah.
So why should you exempt the music director or the video director also out of it? I think it is just growth. We will get to a point, this thing will just be normal. Just like music producers also receiving royalties, and it has become normal in our space now. It is just about him now. The only solution is just you negotiating. And what the guy also pinpointed, because that system is not in place now, you can only negotiate and reduce your price down. Because as it stands, you will not benefit. There is no system that will even enable you to benefit any form of royalties if you are supposed to produce a music video now. So the only thing is for you to beat your rates down, so you can negotiate that into the deal. Maybe for 5 years, 10 years, maybe because I charge $50,000 and you can't pay for that $50,000. In order for me to recoup my money, and even with time value as far as money and interest is concerned, you can say, okay, $50,000 in 5 years time will be more than $50,000. So why don't we strike and say, okay, I have 10% or 5% in the video, or whatever revenue you get from the video,
for as long as
or
for a certain duration.
Yeah, for a certain duration, let's say 5 years or 10 years. Then I can recoup that amount of money. Then maybe you pay me maybe $10,000 or maybe $5,000. Then I recoup that in that number of years. I think that will make lots of sense now, until there's a way or a system drawn for them to be able to collect their royalties direct without putting it in their negotiation table or their negotiation forms. This is the only way they can get some of these things. And to me, I think it will be fair. It will be fair because some people can't pay some video directors, and it is a must. Like, it is the truth. Some people cannot pay. Now TJ Omori is charging $50,000, and let's ask ourselves,
how many people?
Last time Portable was crying. He was crying way. They called him $50,000 and he didn't understand. Meanwhile, Black Sherrif has also paid for that $50,000.
Yeah, and so many people.
Yes, and it is normal. So I believe it is like that. Moving, it will get to it. It is just about some few years to come, maybe 10 years or 20 years. Some people will just grow out of it and say, hey, Charlie, we are tired. It is also our intellectual property. Yes, you came with your song. If you think you can do without a video, then go and do without a video. Go and do without a video.
That's why.
Because me being on set is another form of service.
Yeah, your time. And
my time and energy and direction. Move this, take this here, do this, do that. It's also service.
And you have been paid.
And I have been paid for it, just like the music producer sitting down, fixing this for you, fixing that for you. That is also another form of service for you to record and also playing the beats. Now, the mind that the video director used in drawing even the concept is his intellectual property. Just like the music producer will also sit down and say, let me play kong 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 bush 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 here. That is his intellectual property. So if we agree that cannot be sold or bought outright, it is the same way the video director's mind of also drawing concepts cannot be bought outright or sold outright. So we should respect that. But then, since it is not so popular in the space now, we can only just do some looking and let it slide until majority of them begin to think that way and rise up. That is when we can have a proper conversation and create a space for them.
Well, I don't see it as something too big to ask for. As a matter of fact. Yeah, just as Roland said, maybe to just take time for people to come to understand it, because it is still within the creative space.
Yes.
So there are occasions where a musician will give a song to a video director to just come up with a creative content on his own alone. And there are occasions that the musician will come and say, okay, looking at this song, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want that. Then collaboratively, they come together to put out the concept for the video. So I think that if the video director comes up with a concept alone, if he's asking for some royalties from the earnings online,
you come out with a video alone by yourself, that's why you charge $50,000.
No, I'm still looking at it from the music producer's point of view.
Okay.
Because the music producer, same way, beyond the fact that they'll bring in their split sheet and sign and take some percentage of the earnings online, they still pay.
For service.
Sure.
They still pay. So when you go to a PhD studio and he says, oh, if I do one song for you, and they say 5,000 Ghana cedis, the 5,000 you pay.
Yes.
You pay. At the end of the day, when he's done, he also brings in the split sheet and takes some royalties from there.
Yes, but that royalties, you as a musician, you don't pay it yourself.
Yes.
Like yes, there's a system.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
There's a system that the whole thing will go in.
I like where this one is from.
And those people who are in charge of it will take that on behalf of the person, not from the musician.
Okay.
Musician, he has done his thing. Okay. He has his royalties, whatever.
There's a different beat, yeah.
Yes, why he has his royalties. He has whatever right that he will get from it. He has them. It has nothing to do with him again. It's your association, it's your publisher, it's whoever that you have entrusted, whatever right you think.
But in the case of video, there's
nothing like that.
Yes. So if as time goes on, they are able to develop that culture as well in their space, then we can say, oh, video directors, makeup artists,
but you see, video
guys will also
as we have now, they all belong to the film association, and film association they have something like that. So it's either TJ Omori and his likes will join the film associations kind of, because what they are doing is more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
So they should rather join them and take that kind of royalty from there. But for them to just separate and trying to get, it may.
No. I think this point to make it difficult.
Yeah.
The point you just brought in, because the music producers royalties that they are enjoying. Really and truly, it is not the musician paying them.
Exactly. Yes.
So if it is Apple Music, this Apple Music that is looking for who was the producer of this song.
Yes.
This percentage goes to him automatically.
Yes. Yeah.
Who played this? Who played that?
So the video directors will also, depending on which platform you are putting their music video, if it is YouTube, then they will also.
So you want to say that YouTube will now take money from the earnings of the original owner and share a portion to
the video directors as royalties.
Yeah, that's if YouTube can consider that.
If they can,
but I'm sure if they push this very well,
yes,
and they don't have to push from the musicians level.
So
if they push from the YouTube level, I'm sure it can work.
Exactly, just like the actors will receive residual income whenever they, assuming you go and upload a movie on Netflix, they will charge you. They will definitely call you to bring this actor's account number, so they will pay to the person directly.
Yes, based on agreement that they
exactly.
So the push should rather go via YouTube.
Yes, or
if they give YouTube some pressure.
Or if they have an association,
then the association will deal with.
Yes. Even for the musicians now, YouTube deals with the record labels and the publishers. You see, so now they want to add videographers association or whatever. I don't know how they will.
No, I see that if they push well, it can work. So what you have to do, what they are going to do is, maybe in a month, your video made $1,000. $1,000, we are taking 10% to the video director. So they will pay straight to the video director. It is workable. Just that it is not something they can do easily.
Yes.
Exactly. Unless they back it with some strong legal instrument or something. Yeah, if they do this, I'm sure it will work. So, yes, TG Omori has seen into the future. And like Chamo said, it is a dream. Dreams do come through, so he should just fight hard. If he pushes hard, who knows? This dream might come through and you will see what they're also going to enjoy. Now, Black Sherif, as young as he is in the music space, he is still making strides. As a matter of fact, he is the latest person to have won the MVP from Sound City from Ghana. And Richie, there's a story that I would want to read. Maybe I can share that story and a short video that we will also be reading as well. And it says, Black Sherif wins Best Hip Hop Act at Sound City MVP Awards in Nigeria. Ghana's Black Sherif won the Best Hip Hop Act of the Year award at the 2023 Sound City MVP Awards. Now, the sensational young musician beat the likes of Black Bones, M.I., Calligraph, Nasty C, and AKA Psycho Ladipo, Wakadinali, Chin, and Vector to emerge as the winner of that tight category. When he picked up the award, the Kwaku the Traveler hitmaker thanked all his fans for their continuous support and indicated that he loves them all. Apart from emerging as the winner of the Best Hip Hop category, the artist, that is the Konongo Zongo hitmaker, was also nominated in the Best New Artist, Best Collaboration, Listener's Choice, and Viewer's Choice Awards categories, respectively. The likes of Jackie, Kiddy, Camidoh, King Promise, Lastmate, and sound engineer DJ Veroski from Ghana were also nominated for Sound City MVP Award Festival. Now, the Sound City MVP Awards is one of the most prestigious awards in Africa and has since its inception honored the exceptional accomplishments of African musicians. The 5th edition of the awards took place at the Echo Convention Center in Lagos on Saturday, February 11th, 2023. Now, let's go watch the video where Black Sherif came to deliver his acceptance of the award speech. And when we come back, we ask, Black Sherif seems to be winning at this early stage. What does it mean to his career moving forward? Let's watch this. I'll be right back.
And the winner is... Who never fuck up, hands in the air. And the winner is... Who never fuck up, hands in the air. Black Sherif. Yeah, man. Blessings to you guys. Blessings to everyone who voted for me to get this one. I love you guys so much. Blessings to my people back home. I love you, Nigeria. Allahu Akbar. Thank you so much. To get this one. I love you guys so much. Blessings to my people back home. I love you, Nigeria. Allahu Akbar. Thank you so much. And the winner is... Blessings to you guys. Blessings to everyone who voted for me to get this one. I love you guys so much. Blessings to my people back home. I love you, Nigeria. Allahu Akbar. Thank you so much.
All right, so Black Sherif is still on his winning ways. Guy is winning and winning and winning. That is all he knows. Win, 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 no matter what. And Ro, what does it mean to him?
For him as an individual, yeah, this is what he wished for, and it is to him. Yeah, I'm sure Black Sherif will be jumping. But
you know, sometimes I wish all these things are slowing down for him a little bit, so he rather strive and work even harder, more.
Well, I beg to differ, because I remember when an artist like Justin Bieber even sprang up. He also sprang up at a very young age. He was a teenager when he became very popular, and up to date, Justin Bieber is still big. Justin Bieber is still big and still winning. But so it is, to me, I would want to see him as one of those artists, like how Michael Jackson sprang out of the Jackson 5 and he became bigger until he died. It is like that. Sometimes there are some people who are destined to win from the word go till the time they are off. And it is like that. So I would want to see him as one of the those people. unless maybe in the near future or tomorrow we wake up and another thing happens to Black Sherif, or God forbid, like something else comes up, then we can say, oh, probably it should have probably waited for some time before maybe in the near future he receives some of these things. But to an early bird who is putting in lots of work, this is one of the things that I believe will urge him to do more. This is one of the things that will push him to do more. In fact, if winning some of these things is part of what he sees as success, or he deems fit, then I believe it is one of them things. If winning some of these things would be one of the things that he would see as success, because to some people winning awards is what they see as achievement. To some people, getting money is what they see as achievement. So if it is awards that come at early age, then they know that, okay, this is how impactful I have even become within a short period. If it is money, like TG Omori, right after becoming one of the most popular video directors in the space, now can stamp on his chest and say, I'm charging $50,000. Whether you give him award or you don't give him award, he is charging $50,000. But to some people, winning awards is one of their accomplishment, or some of their accomplishment, and it is part of it. So I believe Black Sherif winning this is just to him what he adds up to the fact that he is doing something right, and he is being impactful. His works are moving all over the world, and it is normal. It will be normal to some people, but to him probably it will be a big deal. Just like somebody like Shatawale wouldn't value awards now unless maybe it is coming from space or it is coming from heaven. Then
why do you think he wouldn't value awards?
Because of his utterances even in the space in recent times. This is somebody that is not so enthused about awards. There are two things that I have always seen him whenever he makes statement as far as his career is concerned. It's about making money and feeding the fans. And these are the two core things that makes him happy. So because he was once enthused about awards and he got disappointed on many occasions. So now his love for awards, or him getting awards to be part of his success story, is now off. Left with two things: money and feeding the fans. And so far, these are the two things that he's getting right, and it is making him happy. Perhaps Black Sherif, making money, feeding the fans, and winning awards, these are the three things that makes him happy. So if he's getting this at very early stage, I believe it is good. At least if he's able to gather all these things at this particular time, and even in the near future he's not able to get it again, at least also buy when you be no be or buy when you be crying, then that person
does winning this early stage not have the power of making him swollen-headed. Therefore, he's going to be satisfied, self-satisfactory will set in, and he will not see the need to even work harder, because within just about 2-3 years in his career, he's won everything that is supposed to be won. Even in Ghana, if I'm not scared, in our next year's awards, if he does his things well, including the politics of the game well, he's likely to win Artist of the Year and all that. There are some people, when they win this, it will strike them to even work harder. There are others too, when they win this, they are now going to even feel satisfied more, and they will not be hungry anymore, like I want to work to win this.
It is just time that can reveal all these things, and also he himself. So far he has not, you see, my level of success is not your level of success, I always say. Maybe Black Sherif has not come out to say that, oh, me, if in 5, like my motive for doing music was just in a period of 5 years. In 5 years, it was my dream to recoup all these things, and so far as I've gotten it, even in 2 years, I'm okay. He's okay. To some people, it is like that. There are people who live abroad and have done music, own 1 album, 2 albums, and are not doing, like, they are not into active music again, because they are receiving their royalties, they are getting their money. So to them, Charlie, it is not you. If you want to become big like Jay-Z, that is you and your dream. But to him, maybe Charlie getting some of these things in a space of 5 years, 3 years is what he was wishing for, and that's it. Because yes, to what extent can he obey me? Some people don't have the strength like that. Some people can also say, even if I get 2 billion today, tomorrow we will still release. Tomorrow we will still fight for another thing. So, and if after winning some of these things, even in a short period, the next year or next 2 years, Black Sherif don't get as he's getting now, me, I wouldn't fault him and say he's being lazy. I am not going to hang him and say, oh, why are you not winning again, or why are you not pushing again? perhaps he's satisfied. You can't blame him for being satisfied. I don't know. I see a comment there. No.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. How can you hold him and say, "Media, I want you to go for more"? It is almost impossible. So yes, it is just time that will tell.
Okay. So congratulations to Black Sherif still. Chamo, how about you? His win and the future for him.
Oh, good for him, and again, it will also be a motivation for him to even do more. Now that they have recognized you, now that people know what you can do, what next? That would be the question. So, yes, I think his individual ambitions will tell us more about it with time. But for now, I think this is good for him, and even for the entire music scene for Ghana. He's coming from Ghana, and I think he's representing us well wherever he goes. So it's positive for him, and even positive for our music industry. And this thing will also even introduce him to more people. In fact, after the show, people will discuss it, and some people may even ask, who is this guy? And then he will get, new people will get to know of him and his songs and all that. So I think this is positive, and let's see what it will push him to do. Yeah, as you said, yes, it may push him to do less because now I've done it, or I've seen it, or what again, or it may push him to do more. That is, if even this time around, this is what I'm getting, then I think I'm capable of getting more. Yes, and then he will do it, but he will decide, and time will tell. So let's wait for that moment. But so far, so good for him. We should just congratulate him and see what he will do next.
His label and his talent, who should get the praises more?
Oh, he should go to Black Sherif, because the label will not go for anybody and then try to make that person just a hit. No, the label will be looking for the good person and then push whatever they have for the person to even get more of such thing for them to also benefit. So the bigger chunk of the praises should go to Black Sherif, and then the label will take the rest, because the label too, they have a stake in it. If Black Sherif is winning, they are also winning. Because the more
everything that comes, they enjoy percentage.
Yes, and they don't go for anybody. I mean, the label, they've been in existence for a long time. Why were they not coming for other musicians in Ghana until they saw Black Sherif, or they saw the potentials that he will bring? Yes. So for me, I think the praises should go to Black Sherif. He is the product. Whoever is behind the scene pushing things, yes, that's your job, and that will make you more money or get whatever you want. But the product is everything. If the product is not there, forget about whoever is behind the scenes. Yes.
Yeah, Ebiani da, you can't say Ebiani da, and suddenly I could be somewhere.
Forget about whoever is behind the scenes. So on your good product, and they won't even come for him. So yes, he's a good product and he's selling well. It's the job of the record label to push him where they think he should even go more. Besides his talent, and that's their job. So all the praises should go to Black Sherif, in my opinion.
Well, once again, congrats to the Road Boys Association, RBA for life, like they say, and also to the record label Empire. I think Empire is doing so well, putting Black Sherif at places that his talent would permit him to go. And I want to believe that the more he does it, the more the future looks even brighter for him. My only fear is that he doesn't become complacent. That is my fear. And that is what I'm scared of for him. Because when at this early stage you wake up and on your right you are already at Mobo, on your left you're already at BET, you are here, you are there, you are there. If something does not really wake you up,
you
might become complacent.
No, you might become complacent. Because and then I'm because what people have tried to achieve within 20 years, they are still struggling to achieve them. You within just some 2 years, you have achieved all of them. It's bread ben abebre.
What else?
Yeah, and that's my only fear for him, that every day, like he said, 10 toes, he should be on his foot and always make sure that he's challenging himself.
Yeah, that's it.
If he slows down small and complacency enters him, and some fame frustration and that's
big time.
Depression,
yes.
2005.
Because then before they know, okay, how many years do I have in this game? Very soon I'm retiring.
Yeah.
So if it is not coming, why should I even bother?
I'm not the legend, the veteran.
Exactly. Why should I even bother if it is not working? But if you are young, maybe your early 20s, your early 30s, you've tasted fame from like early 20s to the middle. Then from the middle to your late 30s or your late 20s. Not so
you say you're from legend again.
It's hard.
You're from veteran.
I think Shatawale can testify to this.
Yes.
After being bandana and then he went off for so long before coming back. And I think it wasn't easy at the time that he was trying to come back to the game. So, and many people can't come back. That's the truth. And many people, when they go,
no matter how they try.
No, you can't. Once in a while that you can just bounce back, like the way Shatta did it after 10 years. So, I mean, when you are in the game and the spotlight is on you, you have to go for, like, all out.
Take advantage of it.
Just to maintain the spotlight. Because if you are...
my favorite program name. So yes, Black Sherrif, we still wish him well, and like I'm saying, the team around him should always keep him on his toes. That, bro, you can't sleep. Keep on burning the candles. Go to the studio late night, record the bangers, give it to the people, and still continue to be at the top, because it is not easy. And that is why someone like Shatawale will become special, because no matter how long he has been in the game, these young boys, some of them come, they meet him, and they still leave him, and they continue with their journey. Yeah. But he is still at the top. Yeah. Anyone who comes up top, he is compared to him. Yeah. And it is not easy to be there for this long. So we pray that Black Sherrif will continue to win, and he should win for longer years as well. Now, to the very next business here on Showbiz Daily. 3-man team today here on Sammy Flex TV, and it's looking so good already. Camidoh's manager, George Britton, is talking. And I don't know how to describe what he's saying. Whether I should see it as hype, number one. Whether I should see it as reality talk. Or maybe I should see it like, okay, maybe this is an artist who is looking forward to sign a deal. And because he wants you to know his value, he put out some figures so that if he comes and he says, this is what I'm demanding for, you'll be shaking and you ask to give the money to him. Where do we see what George Britton is doing and what is really the agenda? Reality, vibe, or a business move? So I'm going to read what George Britton shared on his timeline, where he says that the music industry has evolved into one of the most costly but also most lucrative creative endeavors of our day. For creation to consuming cost a fortune. Let me use Camidoh Sugarcane Original and Remix as a case study. And it says, Wales and Rex, two incredible Ghanaian directors shot and edited 2 music videos. Sugarcane. That is, okay, 2 music videos. Sugarcane and Sugarcane Remix, respectively. Promotions were run on both radio and TV, and in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Sierra Leone, the UK, and the US. Online and sponsors, social media influencers, and content creators in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, the UK, the US, Tanzania, etc. were equally engaged. Nightclubs and bars in Africa, as well as the UK, played a significant role. Camidoh attained a global success as one of Africa's most streamed artists after spending just over 975,000 Ghana cedis. Underline that. 975,000 in a year on one song. This feat was achieved by the amazing team behind Camidoh, that is Grind Don't Stop, GB Records, and Cross Global, not forgetting some amazing support from the media, dear family and friends. To constantly achieve this success and more, the music industry will need a much stronger enabler. That is the presence of major record labels, heavy financial support from the government, and angel investors. I love the angel investors. And angel investors in the music, angel investors in the music industry to help propel the artists to a global stage. So once again, the figure is 975,000 Ghana cedis in a year on one song. Exaggerated figure?
It is not. This is even the least of it.
Okay, so in dollar terms, it will be around $80,000.
And this is the least of it. This is the least of. You see,
$80,000 in a year.
Chabo, why are you doubting?
To promote one song.
Bruh. See, okay.
Yes, I understand music promotion is not cheap. I understand music promotion is not free. Chambo just did a conversion into dollar. $80,000.
Yes.
I'm going for free.
You see, that is where you right. Now let me break that $80,000 to you.
Okay, break it.
If you are supposed to promote your music video on, let's say, MTV base, where Camidoh's music video was played, let's say they won't charge less than $1,000. That is one. Now, let's look at the number of countries that George Britain mentioned. These are more than 5 countries where the music was promoted, and they were promoting audio and visuals. Promoting audio is different from promoting video, and both comes with different charges, including interviews, including a certain form of appearances.
Was he paying for the interview same way?
Exactly. Maybe in our space he couldn't get, like, he wouldn't pay because obviously he has social capitals that he will be relying on. Those ones are there. That is why he said not forgetting the media, and especially the angel supporters that he mentioned, because some people would come like that. But the truth of the matter is, nobody would move from Nigeria and come to Ghana and come and would be promoted freely on every network. It is not possible. Let's recall the number of interviews Camidoh even had in Nigeria, the number of appearances he made. Yes, we might probably have seen it as, okay, he's performing here, he's performing there, he's making an appearance here, he's making an appearance there. An artist can come on Sammy Flex TV, get an interview for free, and somebody would come and pay 5,000 Ghana cedis for that same interview. So let's not say probably Camidoh, some artists have been able to have an opportunity to perform on, let's say, Glitch Africa to promote their songs. Therefore, the moment we see Camidoh there, it is for free, as maybe the other artists. We might be mistaken. Now, let's take even the cost of moving around. So are we saying that with Camidoh and his team moving around in about 5 countries in Africa cannot even cost more than $50,000? Is that what we are saying?
$50,000.
Yes, $50,000. Let's say a three-man team. A 3-man team, the media, Camidoh, and let's say his manager, George Britain.
Air ticket, accommodation, and all that. And we are saying it cannot be less than it should be less than $50,000. Nah, we will be joking. Looking at the high cost and even the time that sugarcane blew, these are periods that things were skyrocketing, things were very high. So that's 900. I think it is just the least. $80,000 is sample. And I know why George Britain is putting out these things now. One, it is because of the perception in our space. Sometimes we see certain artists figures as outrageous. As in their artist fees.
Yes, the artist fees or their ratings as outrageous. One, because we feel, now on your saying, on your bakope, then your bakope by Waboka almost 10 billion to promote that song for it to entice you, for you to see the need to even call him. It is just 50,000 cedis now. Know that he is not charging that 50,000 cedis because you may blow. He's charging now 50,000 cedis because he needs to keep up that lifestyle. Emma wo entice o ma obefa no. Emma who has valuable until one kofa obi fufro num blow ye no. That is it. That is the reason why. I'm sure they might probably have quoted certain figures to certain people because and outrageous. But then I would want to say it is one of the reasons why sometimes it is very difficult for our space to thrive, because we don't put correct figures to it. We don't put numbers to it. That is why. Until at the end of the day, I'm trying to say, ABR, grind. Look at the number of people he mentioned. Grind or Stop, GB Records, and the other one, the Cruise Global. These are 2 people. 3 people. I'm trying to say, if as investors, omo bank akoji loan krana, what are the return on investment figures no the bank for? If we are going to have a conversation, now you charge event promoters or even people who would need our services, no say our price are outrageous, simply because, not because they have an idea of the amount of money we used in promoting the song, but out of their own imaginations saying saying, or because you'll be performing for 10 minutes, so you don't deserve the 50,000 that you are calling. So on deserving 50,000 now, look at the amount of money that he used in promoting Sa and Numba. And these 2 songs that he made mention, he did not mention one song. He mentioned 2 songs in one. That is Sugarcane and Sugarcane Remix. Now, Sa Nyum now were produced by, in fact, say producers Nebejiska. Omo ye feature omo. Nobody will come and say simply because a vibe and obey. No, the music video no mucha no. Let's consider the amount of money that will even go. That let's look at the quality of music video Sugarcane Remix etier. The song did not blow because the people on the song were exceptional. No, the song blew because there was a conscious effort to blow it. And a song like Buga did not blow because and it did not blow because it was too sweet or Kesnania is too exceptional. Yes, we have a certain point that when you're able to drive your product and your friend is saying, oh, personality and now brand new tour, people would automatically fall in love with you, and sometimes will just take anything that you bring subsequently, hook, line, and sinker. That is there. But when you are beginning like that, it takes lots of effort and investment to put into it. So this is just a communicate to some people who think now that Omukoti prices, no, they are being outrageous because we say, okay, Camidoh. Nenyoma ahete pa yese. Nenyoma ahete pa like Sugarcane yese. So if Camidoh is to quote you 50,000 Ghana cedis, I know if you should take 10 promoters in Ghana here, 9 of them will say it is outrageous. 9 of them will say it is outrageous. Meanwhile, you see this amount of money that went into Sugarcane. If you want him to come and perform 5 hit songs, but you are not willing to pay that 50,000 Ghana cedis for him to even use it to keep up in promoting another song for it to become as big as Sugarcane, so you think he would deserve that 50,000? And not at your great income. So yes, and it is also another signal to tell music investors or people who would want to invest into music that it is not as easy as you think. If you see somebody moving up and down, getting calls here and there, it is not as if say but it is also because the music dynamics has changed. And I am very happy he's putting figures to whatever conversation that he's having. Because at the end of the day, if an investor is also out, even planning to even invest in the industry, at least people are now putting out figures. It is good. Into your say, okay, if Sugarcane, all things being equal, he was able to invest about $900,000 Ghana cedis or $80,000 in Sugarcane. So if, and let's calculate in a span of 1 year the number of appearances and some stages Camidoh perform. Free, you know, like honorary appearances new free. The ones that they were able to charge. Okay, now if George Betty will also be frank and come and say, okay, aside the 950,000 that you're saying, we have this and that we're also able to recoup out of this investment, then we can have a conversation. Then this will even entice the investors that he is calling for them to say, okay, so we work out $900,000 or $80,000. Now at the end of the day, we mean $120,000. Then if we are able to do that, like double of that or even 3 times of that, these are the projections that we can make into the future. It's a conversation we want. But then let's also know that this is just the list of music promotion, because Ochina who say Akwadie a release Jams album, no only Black Sherif feature countryside video, and that Jams album it is not as big as you were expecting it to be. They know that sikasem sisi abibia koye sikasem, and we shouldn't underrate it at all. Moving with Shatawale even in Ghana up and down he crying for about 3 days. Let's even put it to it. If it is a 3-man team or a 4-man team, how much he will be spending on an average person? How much he will be spending? Not long ago, a friend saying, Takwa the Ha show, they were spending not less than 2K on just one person, crew member, for that 3-day show, like 3-day movement somewhere here from Accra to Takwa. And we want to say George Breton instead of spending $80,000 on Camidoh sugarcane and sugarcane. 2 songs. Oh, Eswampo. Eswa. I was expecting him to say $1 million cry. Eswa cry. Bruh. It's too small. But I am happy he's putting figures to it. At least it will now encourage other people to come out so that some people would know that yes, say Obi charging 50,000 now 120,000. It is not outrageous because it is to keep up what is enticing you.
Well, Roland has defended the price or the amount tagged to promotion of a song in Ghana so beautifully, and I think I love his presentation. But I'm also asking that now that the presentation has been done or presented beautifully to us, what does it mean? Do they make their monies back? Are they able to make these monies back? Because if, for instance, you are to do only promotion, or listen, only promotion of one song, $80,000 in Ghana terms, about 900 and something, almost a billion Ghana cedis. How much do they make from it? I know they are making money from streaming. I know they are making money from performances and all. But this is just a portion of it. Costumes to wear has not been captured yet. Monies to pay those who are working for you, it has not been captured yet. And any other thing around it, lifestyle and all, they have all not been captured yet. So promotion alone, if it is $80,000 for just one song in a year, are they making profit then? It's another big question. Maybe Chamo, you can also come through.
Yeah. You see, this one is a bit based on the taste of the manager or the management will determine how much they spend or what they think is good enough. So you can't just base on your expenditure to charge people anyhow. People will also hit back.
People also have their expenditure.
Yeah, yes. You see, Roland was repeating that you ask how many hit songs does he have and all that. Masa, San and Kofono determine who's supposed to get big money. So if you are a musician or part of a management team of a musician, you should consider that when you are spending. Because when you spend it on promotion and now you want to take it from the event organizer or some people based on your prices or your charges, they will not take it lightly. They don't care about how much you spend on promoting your song. It's because they think that your song is a hit song. However, like the means that you use to get that, they don't care. So don't go and spend anyhow and think that you can use that to justify how much you want to charge people. Yeah, it's fair. If you name your price and they can't, then you can say, well, if you are not paying, I'm not coming. But you have to think about it, whether after spending that much and nobody is patronizing you or nobody is coming for you, can you get your money back? That should also be considered when you are spending. And well, I think yes, they figure well they can spend it. Why not? But the thing is, if we can give more breakdowns or whether it worth it, just to encourage others, it will be also good if they can encourage others to know that okay, after spending such an amount of money, we got our money back, or we are in the process of getting our money back. And these are some of the means that I'm using to get my money back, including charging high for appearance or whatever. Then you state it for people to also get it, because now you are just giving us one side of it. You have spent so much that you think you deserve to charge so high. Fine, but when a can't spend this, that's another thing.
Or spend it there in the results not.
Yes, because you want to be attractive for people to come for you. But people who are coming for you, they also have price in their head. Just that you have to negotiate to settle on something for you to also get what you want. Because if you take artists to, let's say Takoradi for instance, depending on the artist, the accommodation or the hospitality that the artists they will get is different. Shatawale may get 5-star hotel, but an underground artist, or let's say B list or artist, may get 3-star. They won't give you 5-star. Just based on the value, the status of the artist. The same thing should apply to Camidoh. Yes, you can spend so much, but based on how they have categorized you in the industry, that's how much you deserve, not how much you have spent. Nobody cares about that. So I think if it is not working for George Breton, then he should consider the spending that he is doing. Maybe there are certain areas that he can cut just to reduce the expenditure, instead of trying to put it on the people who will come for your artist. It will be difficult. Some people may want your artist, but they can't pay. And it's not because it's not their fault. It's you decided to spend so much on the artist, not them. So if they had the money, they will pay, but they don't have it. So I think he should also cut down on certain part of the expenditure just to meet people who are coming for him, just to meet the expectation and get a fair deal for your artist. But he made like 70 approximately. Let me correct this one. It was 79.6 something. So approximately $80,000. Yes, approximately $80,000. This is huge money, matter. Huge. Yes. Open to me the out of you. No.
My boy is suggesting that are there other ways that you can do this? Because imagine you spend all these things and nothing comes out.
That's why I'm saying this is just a half conversation. Maybe moving forward, if he can also come, because this is just an educational piece, but it is just half of it. If he can also come and tell us that, okay, after promoting in Tanzania, Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, that's 4 countries, and even the UK, making it 5. We were, after promoting or spending this amount of money, we were able to perform in Tanzania. We got $20,000. We were able to perform in UK. We got $15,000. We were able to perform here and there. And at the end of the day, our return on investment was, let's say, $100,000 or $500,000. Then we can have a conversation and say, okay, yes, you deserve to spend that amount of money.
If he comes out and say that, well, after spending this huge money, we still made profit, or we are making good money
or
from
breaking
it.
even sell.
Yeah, I mean, then people will not see it as anything strange, but just to put that figure out, and you are saying because of that you are going to charge some people who will come for the artist higher. Well, good luck to him. It's like playing a show in, let's say, Eastern region, Koforidia or wherever, and you say because you have spent so much on your artist, you want to charge them maybe 300 cedis per head. Like, so you should consider those things. Well, I think yes, 2,000 they do.
But it is possible.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I will agree that it's possible. Yes.
Okay, so we are wrapping up, but let me ask you something I saw online recently, where Kumawood actors once again they were at each other's throat. A gentleman called Oboisiki. I hope you guys know Oboisiki. Now, Oboisiki is saying that Yadabo shouldn't drive. No, not Yadabu, sorry. The other one. Don Little shouldn't drive. What do you guys think about it? We are closing. I just want to pick.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yes. Because before...
You know Don Little, right?
Yeah, I know Don Little.
You know his height?
Yes, I know.
You know his strength?
Yes.
Smaller than Yadabu.
Yes, I know.
Yadabu is bigger than Don Little.
Wayosi, the first time I saw Wayosi was on campus SS time. And he was little than even he is now. Now you can see. And he drove to our SS at that time. And he had almost similar setup like Don Little's own. Some pushing be like pillow be they also one or tesona or but the thing is, one, say ochia eko. Two, you are not complaining about say be ne driving yet, maybe a ochina as or the copim as no, you are not complaining about that. You are just looking at his diminutive nature to say you can't drive. No, that's not fair. People who can drive or anybody who is driving with a license has been tested. We have to assume that he went through the process to get his license. And to know if he has...
wait. Wait. Securing a license in Ghana comes in different ways.
Yes.
But we have seen a video from Anas before where a madman was dressed.
Yeah.
They shaved the madman, took a photograph of him, took the driver's license office. He came and he got a driver's license.
Yes.
I don't know if you watched that.
Yes,
video.
but so are we going to assume that all the people who have acquired licenses went through that process?
No, we are not assuming. So I'm also assuming that because you said Yadam, Don Little
yes,
might have been tested.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Because it is not everybody with a driving license who has been tested.
But in this
and
case,
especially in Ghana, we focus in Ghana.
Yes, but and I'm also saying that in this case, the person is just using his nature to judge. That's why I'm going that direction.
Because he's using his nature to judge because driving to Chemo is not just about being able to start the car and let the car move. Driving goes beyond that.
That's why they test people before they give them license.
Yes.
And so, okay, so if it comes out that he went through the system to get it, then what will you say? Would you at that point forget about his diminutive nature and say he can drive?
What did the system use to pass him?
Yes, no.
Because I know very well that if you are going for driving test, they will not put a pillow for you to sit on. The moment you sit on a pillow, then it means you are not qualified.
Oh no. That's no, because
if you don't sit on a pillow, you can't drive. And you think you are qualified.
No, it's the same as adjusting the seat that you are on.
That is
if you adjust the person who manufactured the car knows that where I have adjusted the seat to, if you only can sit on it at this stage and drive, you are good to go. To borrow the managed way.
And I think the seat can be adjusted to the wear or the pillow not also.
Without a pillow.
Yes.
No, the seat has been adjusted to age limit. Still, they are. I'm telling you.
Well, okay, but okay. So will you accept it if he goes for a customized seat adjusted to the pillow level? Will you accept it?
But how about strength?
Yes. No. Now, how do you decide whether he is strong or not? Because of his nature. You know, like you will not have anything to judge him except just looking at him. And I think it's not fair if you judge people based on that. So he has to go through the process. If he can pass as they do to everybody, why not? Why do you discriminate against him because of his nature? And for now, we have seen how he was driving. I mean, the letter that we saw, there's nothing so strange about it. Say, as an order, but just why not? If I know that he can drive, why not? No, obinti. Yes, yes.
And that's not the first time I've seen him driving.
Yes, me come and several times. But my point is say, I will sit in any car that I trust the driver. Because and me, but say I could be or the me ban. Say me what choice and come and photo car. Because or driving basa be me cry minimum car to me who say akwa odin sem And it means any panic not because of the nature, because of his behavior. Me and me kwatena don't let it come. Naka krebi obey me who said no, I can't trust this guy. And different from say I just saw him and I say no, I won't sit on this guy's car. But all they don't let it come. But all they want no.
So Chemo is saying that looking at him to judge is the problem.
Yes.
Let him try and see he has
Let
weaknesses.
him go through all the
If he has weaknesses,
fine. Then you decide on that. Don't just look at his nature and then judge. Because you see how they don't let you bane obia matna ne Camidoh or popular or wabaha crada. What they don't let her mention the Camidoh, but I will choose don't let her.
well, I know the person.
Don't just look at somebody.
Well, Chamo's argument isn't bad, but driving comes with so many things.
That's me.
In fact, kappa and one thing, sometimes you need just strength.
I don't
And
blame
Don
Omori.
Little, his size, strength.
I don't blame Omori Siki. In fact, it is normal for every concerned person to think that way. Normal, especially if we live in a society whereby the mentality is tilted in some way. Normal, so very concerned. I'm sure it's the same way Senka Ogidi Brown to wheelchair musisi no catch us so kutuka or yembeshe. It is because in our space that thing is not common. But elsewhere they have aids and other stuff that will help them in driving. But here, most of these things we don't see them. We don't see them unless the person specifically goes to customize some of these aids in their vehicles.
But I don't know about you guys though, but I'm yet to see any of these small people driving in any of the foreign videos.
Well, maybe, so it is because
I've not seen. Have you seen one yet?
No.
Yes.
But I can't afford to drive.
No, I'm talking about the West.
US.
I'm
But
talking about
you
the
see,
West where it measures.
Maybe it will not. That what will make you see it is.
Baki and Popo, they are better than.
Yes, I know. And I make her say what will.
Oh yes, Jamo.
What
Oh,
will
yes.
make you
In terms of height or
Yes,
the
yes.
size.
In terms of height, strength, everything.
Yeah, strength.
Charlie,
Just,
just
Oh,
strength.
what are you talking about? Don't it don't it Oh, Masa Munya.
No, you see, we will not see
Don't
most
let
of
him.
it from the West because to them.
Maybe Yadabo is stronger than Don Little, but Yadabo cry here. He has not even tempted to drive.
it's on Olympic.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to tempt to drive.
But me, I know Obia when you know I had no man, so all time to over drive.
And also,
So yeah, that may be like
That
such
type.
a person. Yeah.
The reason why you are not even seeing many from the West is because to them it is not news. Because they already have aids for these people.
Bomb crying whoopee.
Because any news.
Almost they may not
Any
even
news.
choose
How
to
do you,
drive.
okay, how many
Because there
times?
are other ways of assessing.
How many times do you even see somebody who is crippled driving from the West? How many? How popular is it?
I've seen one person with one leg driving in London.
Even
I even sat in his car.
exactly.
Microphone.
You see.
No, I can't ask them any accident. You lose your way. But still, Ogutu fire.
Yes. And how popular so be who search videos online? No. Because to them it is normal. Because you will aid side the mom will be on my okay. The moment you are going for your license and you are able to specify your deficiencies, they will know say okay, this person has this kind of deficiency. They say the 9 year you are you be brakes now be steering and one fine, not immediate inside control. Then they will do it like that. But I say no. We all assume say you know you're able. It's vehicles. So
is that not what will make what's his name?
Omori Siki.
No. The small boy.
Don
Little's case hard for us to accept.
And American say that is why I don't fault Omori Siki for his concerns, because under normal circumstances they were supposed to be aids, sir. Obi said Don Little kwaje license not specifies okay this is my because issue. If you are going to take your license or height or weight BBI will come to play. They will ask you all these things. It is all Don Little can specify the height. They will say height idiot. Who did this? It's one here. Dashboard the soccer who are your concern. Maybe they will try to advise you to get some aids. Maybe I say seat na move peja na you change seat now. And I say be a brake pass na be you fit from one of the ambitious steering so you can control her fine. But I say no, you're journeying in egum, then we will leave him to go and put pillows, any foam in the seat. So at the end of the day, something BBC, then we will come and say, oh, you yanka. Then after the ebeshem say some people like that shouldn't drive. But then, so me I share or boys kiss ne worry about said on little driving. But then it is also because there are no aids like that in the space. So if we say they shouldn't drive, we will not be fair to them.
Bro, baby, I'm going Lawrence. Okay, quick one. Now me person business MBO. Obi beje license mo hwe onipako a height ene na holding.
Oh, David.
Mo hwe.
David.
E dey advance obi ti say him don little.
Don little
or qualify so bit my be pass it through driver's license test and agile license.
Like it's more than 18 years, right?
Yeah, he's more than 18 years.
If it's more than 8 years, I'm going to keep the eye, okay, like, they go test and say you go keep driver. That's your.
So whether like he's strong, oh, I can't.
I mean, that's it.
And it's dangerous.
Dangerous to say. Masa. Driver dangerous.
No, you see, it is one of the reasons. You see, it is one of the reasons why we have lots of road accidents in our space. Because say age yes, even this age,
they know the age, your eyesight, and your ability to move the car in the right way. So ultimately
it's that driver for the driver.
No, na me make say a personal thing. Like don't just that driver no or don't let to who na obiasa or driver no. You will go for such a driver. You will not go for don't let just by looking at their figures.
They will not be fair.
Well, let's advance this conversation, especially those from the advanced countries. Help us. In your cases, is it the same? Someone in the stature of Don Little. In fact, just go online if you don't know him. Just type Google Don Little, and you see the gentleman we are talking about. Don Little got the height bedroom, me bad assembly.
Don Little will be 2 point something. Yeah, 2 point.
Second born, Julia.
Don Little will be 2 point something, either 2.1 or 2.2. 2 feet. Emily is 2, and I'm not sure. Ebe 2. Don Little will be 2. 2 point something. What you for pool size? One say pool you 5 feet.
All the free
so 4 feet and you 3 feet.
All the free really balaba crowd. E dey na okay. E parents show mu ten.
May the God help us. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, thanks to Team Dodi Solomon Chemo. Thanks to Roland Amate for coming through to Digital Rasta Currency with Flex, and to you for watching. But Don Little, should he drive or not? My name is Sammy Flex. I see you in our next video. We are out of here.